Hey everybody, welcome back to Grant and Marissa.
We just arrived in Dublin, Ireland. So come along as we spend our first day in the city, experience the Temple Bar, enjoy a pint or two of Guinness, and eat some amazing pub food.
We hope you enjoy this first video in our Dublin series.
We are in Dublin. We just arrived. It is bright and early. It's about 10:30 in the morning. Our flight got here about 8:30.
Yeah.
And our hotel room is not ready. So we are wandering the streets of Dublin. We're currently in this nice, pretty park. We don't know where it is, what park this is yet.
I think
but
it's St. Stephen's Square.
But no, it's a nice, chilly morning.
Feels good.
Apparently it was like below freezing this morning, according to our taxi driver. So
We had the most entertaining taxi driver on the way here.
He is just nonstop chatter.
Nonstop chatter, lots of information.
Yeah.
Lots of recommendations of pubs. I think he knows where every U.S. president, like what pub every individual U.S. president has drank in Ireland,
Yeah.
in Dublin. Yeah, he was a trip.
Yeah. But no, we don't really have a plan right now. We're essentially just kind of, winging it while we're kind of waiting for our room to be ready. But that's kind of this whole trip, honestly. We've got like one thing booked for tomorrow. We're doing like the Guinness storehouse. But aside from that, we're just gonna take it as it comes.
It's probably going to be a lot of us in various pubs.
Yeah, that's why you come to
A tasting tour of Guinnesses and
yeah.
steak and Guinness pies is really what this vlog series is probably going to be.
Yeah. But we're here so this is, it's not going to be this time when you're watching the video, but it is Thanksgiving today here. So we're a very short break. We're here from essentially Thursday through Sunday. We're leaving on Sunday. So three full days here. Nice little break, little jaunt over to
Dublin.
Europe. We did something similar. We went to Edinburgh in the same sort of time period last year, and we loved it. So we thought we'd do the same. And we'll bring you along. All right, so we've made it to Grafton Street, which is like the shopping sort of district. Behind you, you can see that's kind of like a big mall. We had a look around earlier.
It's opposite from St. Stephen's Square Park.
Yeah, which is really close to our hotel, the Conrad. Yeah, you can see here they've got it kind of set up for Christmas. So there's like some stuff around here. This is just sort of like, it seems like it's kind of like a mixture of high end and like normal.
Yeah.
There's a Disney store, a Lego store. Yeah. Once again, we're still just wandering, but we're now caffeinated, and we had a pastry.
Yeah, we stopped into like a little convenience store and got coffees and pastries, and they're actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Because I was about to faint, so I was like, if we don't get something right now, I'm gonna die.
Marissa was struggling.
I was really struggling. So, yeah. Now we're just kind of wandering and seeing what's up. Probably go to a pub soon.
Yeah.
When they start to open. The Starbucks is everywhere you look.
There's a few people around. It's not like crazy busy.
Yeah, so we're now in that awkward time where when you fly a red eye from the US to Europe,
you get here super early in the morning.
You get here early in the morning, and then you have to wait like 18 hours until that is a huge Lego store.
Oh, this is the
Botanical Garden.
Botanical Garden.
Oh, it looks so cute. What I was saying is we now have this awkward waiting period till like 3 o'clock when we're ready. Our hotel room is ready for us.
Because all we want to do is just like shower and just like regroup, right? And it's like, no, we just have to continue walking and getting exhausted.
So
that's fine. We'll have time for a little afternoon rest and then before we come out again. But
we're little, what do we call it?
Macaroni and cheese.
Little macaroni and cheese.
I don't know if I need a nap. I think we have to make it through to this evening.
You're no fun.
But we're essentially walking down Grafton Street, and we're kind of just wandering north kind of from here, which will, in theory, lead us to kind of the Trinity College.
Wow, that looks so pretty. All the lights.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool like lights. I don't know how well you can see this on the camera, but it's very pretty.
Yeah. It'd be really pretty here at night.
This is a cool little area.
Grafton. Yeah, this is really cute.
There's like a church at the end of this street. That's really cute. Yeah, as I was saying, we're essentially walking down here, which will hopefully take us to like the Trinity College kind of area, and then like the Temple Bar area. So we're going to wander around. They're the very touristy areas, which we were talking about this with our taxi driver on the way here. He's like, yeah, you know, you're going to pay a lot more for beers and food and everything. And we're like, yeah, we know. Like, we'll go and maybe get a beer at the Temple Bar or a bar around there, and then
we'll try and find like a more locals style. And he gave us like a couple really good recommendations to check out. So.
But yeah, the taxi. We're not normally like taxi people, but that's one thing about Dublin is doesn't have like a train or a tram, and they don't have Uber. Well, they have Uber, but it's just taxis as well. So the only real option you have is to get like a bus or a taxi.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, these cool little off like side streets that like come off.
Are really pretty.
Yeah, so like we ended up just getting a taxi because we're very open to getting public transport, like trains and stuff, but we
both
buses. We both have a objection to buses purely just because we just don't like the unreliability of buses.
Yes.
Do you guys? I don't know if you all agree with this, but we just sort of steer clear of buses.
So if you're coming from the airport, basically your options are to get a bus or to get a taxi. And I will say, as far as airport taxi stands go, this was the most like organized, least sketchy system. So it was actually very nice.
Yeah, and then like at least our taxi driver was super nice.
Yeah.
So much information. And then like even just paying is super simple. He asked like at the end, it was just like cash or card. We use a credit card, you just tap it and that's it. You don't have to tip, you don't have to do anything. It's all just very simple.
He was so chatty. We were like, is he angling for a tip? Like I was thinking it the entire time, and no, they don't tip, which is great. Yeah. We love that.
But yeah, I appreciate when it's easy like that.
Yeah.
Like just being able to use a card. Because not many people might not have cash when you just get into a city.
I was worried about that because I didn't know if we could pay with card or not.
Yeah, I looked up ahead of time and I read you could. Yeah. And I know we had some euro in your bag. So
my bag was in the trunk.
I know, but
that's why I was worried. I was like, oh, I made a mistake.
I'm sure if we had to, you would have been like, okay, just go grab your bag.
Yeah.
But no, it was fairly simple. It cost, it was a little trafficy when we arrived. So it ended up being 40 euros. So not like cheap. It definitely would have been cheaper to get the bus, but for a nice, like, to take the stress out of getting here, I think it was well worth that.
Yeah.
And like you'd often pay, 20 to 30 bucks for an Uber in a lot of places anyway. So I'm fine with that just to take the stress out of it. And we would have had to be dropped off on the bus in like a central area and then walk to the hotel and all that kind of stuff.
And we were not up for that.
No. Okay, so
where the hell are we?
Yeah, so this is well signposted here. There's once you head to end, it shows all the different places. So yeah, well, I was in there. I knew the way we were going. Trinity College is this way.
Grant tends to get his bearings a lot faster than I do.
And I think doing what we're doing now, I figured out, like, I like walking like this.
Yeah.
When we first get to a place.
Yeah. And you'll build a mental map, and then that will carry us the rest of the time we're here. And then by the time we leave, I'll have an idea of where things are. Generally how it goes.
But no, it's a little chilly today. It's not too bad.
That's quite nice.
Honestly, this is the kind of weather I want to have in a city like this.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That does make sense.
Like cold and a little overcast. Like that's what you want when you're like.
Yeah.
I feel like when you're in Ireland and when you're in London and all those kind of
Yeah, we
places.
went to London and it was sunny and warm the entire time,
weird.
and I actually felt a little cheated.
Oh yeah, and there's these places. We found this earlier. It's called Spar. They're kind of like little convenience stores. That's where we just got coffee.
Yeah. Are we crossing?
Yeah, just do that. that's where we got coffee and pastry, but they also have like snacks and sandwiches and alcohol. They kind of had everything.
They had like a hot food bar.
Yeah.
Like it was.
So if you arrive and you need something real quick, do that.
Good option. Look at the little UPS truck.
House of Lords. Oh, is this like the Parliament? Oh, the Bank of Ireland.
Okay.
Okay. It is very pretty. It reminds me a little bit of London. The streets.
Similar vibes. Yeah. Costa Coffee. That's our
Costa. Oh yeah.
third or fourth Starbucks that I've seen.
There's a H&M over here in a very old, cool-looking building.
The prettiest H&M building.
It's in this one. No, it's definitely like they've used a lot of these older architecture in the buildings to just like put some modern stuff in them. I think we wanted to continue going north, so I don't know if we wanted to go down there, or maybe we should have went.
Do we want to go back and
there?
Go that way?
Yeah. Okay, we're figuring this out.
It's fine.
You're just coming along as we wander aimlessly.
Hey, this is what makes.
This is what we do.
Yeah, this is travel. You wind up somewhere jet lagged and out of it, and then you wander around aimlessly until your hotel room's ready.
Yeah. Oh, let's talk about. It wasn't quite an ordeal. We've had worse, but we had a bit of an ordeal.
Okay, so
on the flights today,
like right now, nothing so far has gone to plan at all with this trip.
So the first thing that went wrong was, it's not a lot of money, so it doesn't bother me that much, but I upgraded our flights from Raleigh to JFK to first class. So it was only $57 each. I was like, bargain. Like, yes, it's only an hour flight, but I was like, oh, with first class, I'm sure we'll get access to the American Airlines lounge in RDU, which on Thanksgiving Eve, that's good, right? And then turns out American Airlines have the most weird, strict rules with who gets access. Apparently first class no longer gets you in when it's a domestic flight. So because our second leg wasn't first class, they wouldn't let us in. Yeah. But anyway, and then we got to JFK and we had to change terminals, which like that happens, but it's like, 20 minutes later we got through, and then we lined up we have TSA pre-check. And
go that way.
We have TSA pre-check, so that means we don't have to take all the stuff out of our bags, take our shoes off, all that kind of stuff through American security, which is great. So we lined up in that line that said TSA pre-check.
Where they told us to go.
They told us to go there, and they said, tell the people there that you're TSA pre-check, because I think we were kind of getting mixed in with other people for some reason at this security check. And then my bag goes through and they check it, and the guy yells at me that he's like, oh, you have to take out your iPad and your cameras. And
why would you leave it in here?
Why'd you leave it in here? And I'm like, we're TSA pre-check. He's like, there's no TSA pre-check. And I'm like, there definitely is, because we lined up in TSA pre-check, and the people before the security, I don't know, whatever. It was fine. It was just an annoying delay. Yeah.
Obviously, we're not going to fight with TSA on Thanksgiving at JFK Airport,
But yeah, that was our ordeal. But we got here, but it was just a bit more annoying because and then we were in some tiny little terminal in JFK, which
they have yarn.
Which also didn't have a lounge or anything, so we had we were kind of hoping on a lounge to get some dinner and stuff, and so we didn't end up having that, and we had to wait a while. But whatever. Oh, the classic Irish restaurant, TGA Fridays.
Next to the classic Irish restaurant, Pop John's, and then the even more classic KFC.
So this is something I already knew about Ireland. It is unfortunately very Americanized.
At least Dublin.
No, but I found it across all of Ireland at pubs.
Okay.
like every pub you went to had like Coors and like what's the other one?
But like,
Bud Light. Yeah, they all had it, and I was like, why? But you know, but yeah, we made it. We didn't have any issues with the actual flights, which was good. So yeah, and my hair is going everywhere.
your hair looks lovely, Grant.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. You use my shampoo and conditioner, therefore it looks lovely.
Okay, so now we're at like the kind of the little river here now, right?
River bar. Where are we going?
Okay, so we have hit the Temple Bar. We stumbled across the Temple Bar area, which is not just one bar. It is a whole district. There is the Temple Bar, which we haven't found, but it's everything here is.
I think it's down there where all those lights are.
Yeah, so this is the major tourist area.
Yeah. It smells like pee.
Yeah.
Initial reaction.
Initial reaction is it does. So I think we're trying to hit this out early in the day before it gets a little rowdy, because that's what happens here. Yeah. We're more likely to find a quieter pub or something in the evening.
Yeah. We're not really like.
But we want to say we went to Temple Bar, and we'll get a Guinness or something, and just to say we did it, you know?
Yeah. So we've been walking around for 45 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
So my initial reactions, because you've been to Dublin before, but I have not.
Very briefly though. Honestly, when I was here, I came with my parents maybe 10 years ago when I was living in London, and they came to visit, and we did like a road trip around Ireland, but we flew into Dublin. We went to the Guinness storehouse, and then I think we just went to a hotel and then left the next day. So I really have not. I haven't been in any of these places. So back to your story.
Back to my story. Is now I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, so my initial reaction, this being my first time here, is it's like
it's starting to rain.
Yeah, well we'll find a pub. It's like London's like grungier little brother, and I mean that as a compliment.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because it's like, it's just a little rougher.
Yeah.
A little grittier. It's grittier. That's a good word. But I like that about it. Mm-hmm. I think we found it.
Yeah.
I think it's this building where Christmas threw up.
I'm pretty sure this is coming up here is the red Temple Bar. Yeah.
So we're probably going to be on that TikTok stream any second.
Yeah, there's a camera I think it's like up there here, somewhere that looks over this like 24 hours a day. So if you go, there's like a YouTube stream that you said you've seen on TikTok, right? But yeah, this is cool.
It looks like Christmas threw up. Which this is kind of why we like coming to these cities over Thanksgiving break, because a lot of times the Christmas decorations are already out. Everything's tinseled. Oh, that's cool looking. The water wall.
Oh yeah.
You get all the decorations, but like stuff is open. Whereas if you came at Christmas, you wouldn't have that.
Yeah. Probably not hear us at all. We're in the Temple Bar.
Where's that thing from?
Huh?
Where's that thing from?
You just like point it, and it's like.
So you pick it up, and what's it do?
It's just recording, so it's like taking a video. Yeah, it's taking a video. Say hi.
And then how are you doing here? Where did someone else see it?
Huh?
Did someone else see it?
Well, we're just recording now, so like.
And then we'll put it.
We'll put it on. We'll put it on YouTube.
Fuck that, don't do that.
So yeah, we're in Temple Bar. We got, of course, we got our first
Guinness.
Our first Guinness. Cheers.
Folks are going to sing a song now though.
So we got back to the hotel. We're both kind of soaked. Grant is cleaning his shoes.
Yeah, it started pouring when we were in Temple Bar.
It was pouring.
We were doing fine, and then I stepped in a puddle, apparently. Now I'm cleaning my shoes.
This was going to be Marissa taking over the vlog, and then Grant can't help himself. But, okay, so Temple Bar, I was pleasantly surprised. I would have had another drink there if it didn't cost 10 euros a beer. But it didn't feel as, like, corporate-y as I had expected it to. There was one bartender there who was particularly hilarious, and we got a little gift. I don't know if it's because we weren't assholes or if because he knew we were filming a vlog, he was like, I'm gonna like do these folks a solid. But we have Temple Bar glassware that I then had to shove in my purse like I was pulling a Rihanna. And he gave us a little whiskey glass and then a Temple Bar Irish coffee glass. So we got 2 little souvenir glasses for free from Temple Bar, which was very cool. And then I had to shove them in my purse like I was stealing them. But no, very cool. And then we got back to the hotel. We got in our room. It's gorgeous. We'll do a room tour later. And they brought our luggage up to the room, which we've had bad experiences with in the past, particularly at Sandals. And Grant thought it was going to be like 4 hours before we had our bags, but they were up here in about 10 minutes. Not even 10 minutes, like 5 minutes.
Well, it took Sandals in Jamaica, like, no joke, 6 hours to get the luggage from the lobby to our room. And then when we had to at one point change rooms, it then also took like 2 hours or something. So
they were on island
time.
time.
Anti luggage being taken to rooms.
Yeah. So Grant was like, we'll have our bags in like 4 hours. And I was like, give them a chance. And this very nice gentleman brought in our bags like immediately and set up 2 little luggage racks that we probably won't even use. But it was very nice that he set them up for us. And yeah, so we're probably going to just like change our clothes because everything we're wearing is soaked and shower probably. And then we're going to head out for late lunch, early dinner. And yeah, we'll pick up there. Okay, so we went to Madigan's Pub. It's the closest pub to our hotel for a little mid-afternoon meal. I don't know what meal this is, but we're here. Dinner. We both got Guinnesses, of course. I got the beef and Guinness stew, and it looks incredible. It's got this like nice crusty bread on the side. And Grant,
And I got the staple fish and chips, which looks really good. So, and this is a nice change from Temple Bar.
it's nice and quiet, cozy.
This is a nice, cozy, quiet pub, which is more our scene, which we like. So yeah, we're gonna dig in here and we'll probably keep exploring after, but...
Much later.
Hey, so we forgot to film an outro last night. So last time you saw us was probably eating dinner or eating our like late lunch dinner at the pub, but we ended up finding another pub. We went to another pub in the vicinity still.
Yeah.
It was called
Dunny Nesbitt. It was recommended by
Is it Dunny and Nesbitt or Dunny?
Dunny and Nesbitt, Dunny Nesbitt, something like that.
Yeah, Dunny, but it's spelled like Doheny, but Dunny.
Dunny.
It's Dunny.
Recommended by our taxi driver, actually, for the rugby game that's on Saturday.
Yeah.
There's a place to go watch it, but we decided to check it out last night, and it was a good pub.
It was really good. Like we filmed a little short in there. I'll put it over here now. It was very busy, and it was only like, was it 4 in the afternoon or something? It was pumping in there, but it was really good. Like it felt like there were a few tourists, but there was a lot of like after work kind of crowd in there, like of locals, which was nice.
Yeah.
We were talking about this earlier. We found sort of yesterday, we experienced, I think, 3 very different pubs in Dublin. And one of my concerns coming in was that I didn't think there would be a good variety of styles of pubs.
Because we love English pubs, like pubs in London.
And we went to
Edinburgh.
In Edinburgh. Edinburgh was nice too. It was like kind of quiet style, English style pub. And then we've heard a lot about like how like Irish pubs are a lot more loud. They're a lot louder, a lot more focused on like live music and stuff. And that was, as you saw earlier, was what Temple Bar was like. But then we did find that when we had dinner was very quiet. That was like, there was barely, I don't think there was any music playing in there, and it was very quiet and calm and just relaxed.
Yeah.
And then the final one we found was kind of a mixture. It wasn't live music, but it was kind of, there was
Had
a
the radio on.
buzz, and there was like, but no, it was a nice little mix of different pubs. If you didn't know, yeah, Dublin does have a nice variety of pubs if you want to.
So whatever your pub preference, you can probably find something. But I think we kind of experienced the gamut yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Today you're watching today's video, but but no, it's been a great. It was a great first day in Dublin, and we're just kind of feeling it out, exploring the city a little bit. And then we'll have another video for you tomorrow where we are going to be going to the Guinness Storehouse. So that's going to be fun. And then we'll see what else happens on our first sort of like full day in Dublin. Yeah. So hit that little subscribe button below if you want to see our future videos.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Bye.